guys, on this episode of Martha Bakes, I'll be showing you guys how to make red velvet cake. The ingredients that you guys will need is all-purpose flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, salt, baking soda, and baking powder. Then you guys will need granulated sugar, 3 eggs, vanilla extract, white distilled vinegar, some vegetable oil, buttermilk, and you'll need some food coloring. The first thing that you guys want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then, after that, get your granulated sugar, pour it into your bowl. Then add your butter, and your butter needs to be at room temperature because if it's not, then it won't cream with your sugar. So you guys want to mix this in. Okay, so I got my sugar and butter mixture all mixed up, and to this, I'm going to add my vegetable oil, and then we're going to mix this together. Okay, so I got my butter, sugar, and vegetable oil all mixed together. To this, I'm going to add my 3 eggs. Oops. Okay, I'm going to add my 3 eggs. And mix it all together. And now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Okay. Then I'm going to mix this in my sugar, egg, and vegetable and vanilla extract mixture. Okay, so I got this all mixed up. Then I'm gonna put this aside, and I'm going to get my flour, my cocoa powder, my baking soda, my baking powder, and my salt, and we're going to sift that up. Okay, so now we're going to get our all-purpose flour, our unsweetened cocoa powder, our baking soda and baking powder, and salt, and we're going to sift that into a bowl because you want this to be nice and smooth. So we're just going to sift it like that. You don't want any lumps in here, so yeah. Okay, so I sipped all my dry ingredients and it's all nice and smooth. So now we're just going to mix it all up. Okay, so after I got that all, I'm going to get my buttermilk. And if you don't have buttermilk on hand, you can just get milk and vinegar and you just mix those two together and then you have buttermilk. And to this, we are going to add our distilled white vinegar. Then I'm going to add our red food coloring to it here, which is optional. You guys don't have to use it, but if you're making red velvet cake, then you probably want it to be red. Okay, so I'm gonna add my food coloring in, and you can really add as much as you want. This is how much I add, and then right now I'm just gonna mix it all up. And if you don't have food coloring either, and you have beet juice, which makes it red. You can add that. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, so this is my red buttermilk with my white distilled vinegar. And another way to make this is using lemon and milk, and then you mix those two together and it's buttermilk. Okay, so now I got my dry ingredients. Of course, my butter mixture. And to that, and we're going to add half of our buttermilk to our butter mixture. Then we're going to add half of our dry ingredients. Then going to mix it and be a little bit careful trying not to make a mess because I just got powder all over me. Okay. Now I'm going to add the rest of my buttermilk and the rest of my flour. Mix it all together. Alright, so I got my beautiful mixture of my butter mixture, my flour mixture, my buttermilk, and all that jazz. And oh my gosh, it's just beautiful, and I never thought that I could make a creation like that. Anyways, so I got my 2 little cake pans, and I have them sprayed with non-stick baking spray. And I'm just going to pour them in. Try to do it as even as you can. Just do your best. Okay. Oof. Scrape it all out. Okay, so I have my batter all spread out, and now I'm just going to go put it in my preheated 350 degree oven, and after this I will show you guys the ingredients for making the cream cheese icing. Okay, so I have my cakes out of the oven, and I layered them on top of each other, and now we're going to get ready for the icing. Okay. Ingredients that you'll need is powdered sugar, cream cheese at room temperature, and butter at room temperature, and then milk and vanilla extract. Okay, so first we will add our butter, our milk, our butter, and our cream cheese to our mixture. And we'll just mix it for a little bit. And then we're going to add our milk, a little bit of milk. I'm going to add the rest of the milk to get to the right consistency. You really want your butter and your cream cheese to be at room temperature, or else your icing will be lumpy. And who wants lumpy icing? Alright. Okay, so I got my mixture all mixed up. Now I'm just going to add I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla and mix that all in. Okay, so my icing is looking nice and smooth. Alright, so now we can add our icing. Just gonna add a little bit first, and I took off the other layer because we're supposed to put icing in the middle, so it's layered. So, that's good for now. Then I'm going to add this top layer. Okay, so this is my beautiful red velvet cake. Yes, there is a big piece cut out of that cake because I cannot resist myself. Anyways, hope you guys like this video. You should all make this.